In the early morning of September 2nd, 1664, a small fleet of British ships sailed into the harbor of what was then New Netherland, a Dutch colony. The Dutch governor Peter Stuyvesant, although prepared to fight, found himself compelled to surrender. The British had arrived, and with that, New Amsterdam was renamed New York. Fast forward to the late 17th century, New York was now a bustling port city, a hub of commerce and diversity, but in 1702, the city was struck by the first of many challenges. A yellow fever epidemic swept through, decimating the population, but New York, resilient as ever, fought back. The city implemented health reforms, and slowly it recovered. The 18th century brought with it the American Revolution. New York City was a battleground, torn between loyalists and patriots. Bombarded and occupied, the city was left in ruins. Yet, in the ashes of war, New York emerged stronger, rising to become the United States' first capital in 1785. The 19th century was a time of great transformation. The construction of the Erie Canal in 1825 linked the city to the vast agricultural markets of the Midwest. This catapulted New York into an era of unprecedented growth. But it wasn't without its trials. The Great Fire of 1835 reduced much of the city to cinders. Yet, like a phoenix, New York rose again, rebuilding bigger and better than ever before. The 20th century brought with it the trials of the Great Depression. It was a time of economic hardship, yet New York stood tall. The city used this crisis as an opportunity to invest in public works. Iconic landmarks like the Empire State Building and the George Washington Bridge were constructed during this era, symbols of the city's undying spirit. Then came the tragic events of September 11, 2001. The city, the nation, the world stood still in shock. Yet amid the sorrow and the rubble, New York found its strength. The city came together, united in grief and determination. Today, the Freedom Tower stands tall on the city's skyline, an emblem of resilience and hope. The 21st century has brought its own challenges. The recent COVID-19 pandemic has tested the city like never before. But once again, New York has shown its tenacity. Battling the virus with resolve, the city stands as a beacon of resilience in these trying times. From its inception as a small Dutch colony to its standing as one of the world's most iconic cities, New York has faced trials and tribulations, each time emerging stronger. Its resilience is woven into its fabric, a testament to the spirit of its people. In the face of epidemics, wars, economic downturns, and tragedies, New York has shown time and time again that it is a city that stands tall, a city that rebuilds, a city that endures. It's a story of resilience, of a city that refuses to be beaten, of a city that always rises. This is the majestic secret of New York, a city that embodies the very essence of resilience.